金色ラブリッチ。
おはようございます。
Sup?
何か悩んでらっしゃいますか？
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kikuchio, are you familiar with how H sounds?
は？詳しいと言われましてもそんな。いえ、人並みの知識がないといえば嘘になりますが。
What do you think about it?
嫌いではないです。
Could you give me some examples then?
はぁ？
Try and give me a few examples real quick.
と気持ちいいとか、もうダメとか。
What the heck? Where did that come from?
何ですか？何なんですか？エッチを口に出せって。
He kind of snapped. I didn't really get what ticked off nobles. I wanted to know how to pronounce H as a vowel. I've seen copypasta that says you don't pronounce it in French, but is that true? There were English words like night and hour where you didn't pronounce the H.
エッチの発音？ああ、そういうこと。言語はその文化の変遷からフランス語に限らず様々な地域の影響を受けます。島国の日本ですら漢字が入っているように。フランス語はラテン、ギリシア、ローマなどですね。そのため語句と発音に差異のある言葉は多いですよ。語源がどこにあるかまでは知りませんが、綴りからそのまま発音を導き出すのは日本語の感覚では難しいと思います。
That's so? Thank you. So it could happen then. This orohora could be read like oroora.
もう質問ははっきりとしてください。いらない恥をかいた。
You totally set yourself up for that one if you ask me. I guess even a guy like you who gets riled up over a single set of boobs knows about the basics when it comes to sex.
はしゃいでませんよ。
Also that I can't take it anymore part. Are you that far gone?
もうやめてください。
He looked like he was about to cry. Oh well, better not push him any further.
おはよう、オーラ。
What? Yeah, morning.
どうしたの？わたわたして。何か私に聞かせたくないお話？
It's not like that. Kikuchio here was just talking about how he can't take it anymore during sexy times.
ストップ！
朝っぱらから下品な話はやめなさい。
I'm sorry. The two of them stopped me.
よくわからないけど。昨日は楽しかったわね、オーラ。
Oh yeah, same here. Getting to eat something tasty really had been a major psychological boost. I felt much better today compared to how depressed I was yesterday.
なに？じっと見て。顔に何かついてる？
Your eyes, mouth, and nose.
なにそれ？
Sylvie giggled. I had made up for my renewed good mood by finding a share of other worries, but... Well then, how to handle this?
昭和のナンパ師みたいなやつ発見。シルビー様をナンパだと？
It's not like that. Yeah, I could probably make do in this school. Would I find my answer soon? Hopefully before the next problem came up.
本気で追い出す必要がありそうね。クルス・クラウンさんは敵に回したくないけれど。
なぜあの麗しいシルビー姉様があんな下郎風情にああも肩入れするのでしょう。わからない。けれど放ってはおけませんわね。 シルビー姉様の身に何かあれば、それはソルティレージュ全体を揺るがすことになりますわ。
仲のいいこった。
というわけで、私が見てきた限りでは今日一日おかしなことはありませんでした。
油断は禁物。
でもおかしな素振りは何もありませんでしたよ。
それがあいつの手なのよ。紳士のふりで油断させておいて、後ろからパクッと食べられちゃうわよ。ドン引き。とにかくこのままじゃまだみんな安心できない
みたいだね。茜、悪いけどもう少し彼のこと偵察続けてくれる？
わかりました。お任せください。
金色ラブリッチェ。
It had been a few days since I enrolled at Noble Academy. I had finally gotten used to my life here. The largest factor was committing the different time slots at the dorm to memory. I was met with icy glares if I failed to abide by Jogasaki's request to keep away from the foyer, but little by little I was starting to figure out the different times of day I could come out. To be specific, 6 AM to 7:30 AM, and then anything after 9 PM was okay. Practically nobody was around at those hours. Unfortunately, I couldn't use the convenience store or cafe, which were open from 8 AM to 9 PM, out of necessity to avoid people, but I could at least use the vending machines. I'd occasionally run into a couple of my dorm mates late at night, but I'd yet to hear a single complaint about those encounters. Since they knew I was complying with my house arrest, nobody was nasty enough to go out of their way to remind me not to come out, for the most part.
おはよう、市松くん。
Hello. There were even those who would greet me. The vast majority of the dorm may have been under Jogasaki's influence, but it didn't appear to be unanimous.
おはようございます、先輩。
Morning, Akane-chan.
今日も気合い入れて頑張りましょうね。
There were even those who had accepted me as a fellow dorm mate.
こら、あんまり近づかないの。まだ虚勢も済んでませんのよ。
Most would end up snatched away by their friends in no time flat, though. Still, it was a massive help that even a single girl like that was around. After buying a drink, I headed back to my dorm.
寝不足。
Now that's a cute outfit. Morning. There were also those I could have a friendly conversation with. Off she went. I guess friendly conversation wasn't entirely accurate. It was Saturday, finally a day off. The way a warrior would spend his day of rest, especially after fighting through his daily classes and his sleepiness therein, was extraordinarily important. I had learned something these past few days. Now that I was living in the dorms, there was something extremely important I needed to take care of, and that was... I'm stocking up on instant foods.
わびし。
Shut up, it's important. There was no escaping everyone at school making fun of me or getting strange looks while I was at the dorm. But the one thing I couldn't stand were those dreary meals day in and day out. That had made buying up a solid supply of tasty food especially important. That said, it's mostly a bunch of instant noodles.
うち火は使えないからね。
After what happened last time, I invested in an electric kettle so I could make hot water. It was a little desolate, but the other day had proven that simply having cup noodles around made quite a difference. On that note, I was planning on buying a whole bunch of them. Thanks for tagging along with me, Elena.
はあ、付き合うのは暇だからいいんだけど、空晴れすぎ。ってくると日焼けしそう。
I'll keep the number of shops to a minimum. You've been a huge help. I'm sure I would have keeled over by now if you hadn't been around.
え、何急に
Lena, I'm so happy you're here for me.
まあ
Without you here for me, well, as a baggage carrier, no. Luggage mover, no. Someone easy to handle, no. Anyway, I'm happy you're here for me.
オーラはあれだね。誤解が解けても無礼すぎて結局女子寮じゃ浮くタイプだね。
Maybe so. For what it's worth, I'll definitely pay you back for helping me out. Here. I retrieved a card from my pocket. The black card.
庶民には眩しい黒のきらめき。ああ、もう最高かよ。
Yup, the black card. The one I received from one of Sylvie's guard knights a short while back.
これを渡し忘れておりました。どうぞお使いください。
Huh? Is this a credit card? One with no credit limit?
市松様が学園に通ってらっしゃる期間、必要なものは何でもこれで。
バイト料みたいなものと思ってくださいまし。
Are you sure?
平日はそもそも買い物に行く場所がない空間に押し込めてしまったのです。当然にございます。
If I use this to shop online.
ああ、何に使うかは自由ですが、使用したデータはすべてエロいな隊長が閲覧しますので、足か。
Right. Or so it went. I was told not to use it for anything other than necessities, but clothing and stuff should be okay as long as it's within reason. As far as I was concerned. Anything up to or around 10,000 yen ought to be fine. You want those new earrings from the Gold Dust series or whatever it was, right?
この前言ったの聞かれてたか。
I knew these Gold Dust series accessories, once adorned with real gold, were all the rage with schoolgirls these days. They were incredibly trendy and went for less than 10,000 yen each, a delectable offer for your everyday university student or younger. Better yet, the newly released ones went for 7,000 yen.
じゃけば今日は貯金を下ろして買いに行く予定でした。
Those gigantic earrings are super popular and use real gold dust. They'll probably sell out unless you get them today. You want them, don't you? You want the huge ones, right?
はい。
Don't be shy. Say it loud and proud. What do you want?
レイナに大きいのください。
What do you want? And where?
レイナの穴に大きいのをぶち込んでほしいです。
Very well, but only after you help carry some noodles. Come on, don't be a party pooper.
カップ麺のとこも下ネタいけなかったん？
Didn't even occur to me. We went around town together. Elena was actually well versed in dirty jokes, unlike Sylvie and Ellison, so I didn't need to be as reserved around her. Befriending her right off the bat may have been the most fortunate thing to have happened to me upon enrolling into Noble Academy. I didn't want to stay out for too long, so we headed to the nearest discount store. New CG! It's great that Don Dijon's open so early, huh?
ねえ。
We could keep an eye out for what was on the shelves and grab food later, so we took our time and browsed around the shop.
あ、発見サキンピアス。売り切れる気配はまだないね。
I could buy those earrings to pay Elena back right here now, so it worked out perfectly. Hang in there until we finish shopping.
ワンワン。他に服とかも見たいな。
You buy clothes in places like this?
買うよ、ディディとかシマムーとか。
Cheap stuff then.
安くても美少女が着ればどんなブランドにも勝るっしょ。
Good point. This girl seemed to love fashion, but also wasn't too hung up on her own casual wear. Women's sensibilities were strange indeed.
ローあそこは見ていかないの？
Over there? Not happening. Lena pointed to the back of the clothing department. It was the adults only section with a flashy curtain hanging over it.
いいのいいの、エロエロだよ、エロロだよ、黒髪ロングもいっぱいだよ。
I'm not hyped up enough to want to go in first thing in the morning.
天下買ってったらカップ麺ってあんまり満足感高くないでしょ。
The tanker, I won't buy it, and the cup noodles are to eat. Cup noodles aren't very satisfying though.
試したことあるんだ。
This girl belted out cruel jokes without a second thought. Oh well, we made it to the food section. I hurled the cheap cup noodles that caught my eye into the basket one after the other. Something up?
なんでもないない。ああ、これも美味しそう。
Oh nice! Why not grab it? We picked things out. Discount stores really are the place to go to buy cup noodles.
カップ麺は100円のラインを守りたいよね。
There were price hikes on cup ramen that would make commoners suffer right alongside ice cream these days. It was common for convenience stores to sell food, especially limited edition stuff, for around 200 yen each. They certainly weren't my first choice, but once the unsold stock reached less than 3 months to expiration, it was eventually put on the discount rack for around 100 yen. Targeting this was a piece of commoner knowledge.
でもオーロ、ブラックカード持ってるんでしょ？高いの買っちゃえばいいんじゃない？
I don't like wasting money like that. I wouldn't want to squander it even if it wasn't my money.
いいね。それでこそ庶民で。
More importantly, I probably wouldn't be able to fully enjoy eating any cup noodles that cost over 200 yen.
ああ、値段考えるとスープが残せなくて飲み干して胃もたれして後悔みたいな。
Yeah, that. Lena and I were alone, so we got riled up by this seemingly commoner talk. Didn't the old Prime Minister say that cup noodles were 400 yen?
あのマスコミが庶民生活を学べって切れて、ネットの応援団が政治家がカップ麺の値段知らないくらいなんだって切れ返したやつ。
Looking back on it now, both opinions were pretty odd. It's scary if you really think about it. There are political socialites who think cup noodles, the ally of the poor, are around 400 yen.
つまりセレブの方々は世の貧困層って人たちも400円は楽に出せるって思ってるってことだよね。
The best place to start reforming politicians' tax hikes and financial squandering might be to make them go buy cup noodles on their own. What in the world are we talking about?
ちょっとカップ麺に思考やられてるかもしれない。他んとこ回ろう。ここ化粧品も売ってえし。
You got it. I hucked the noodles into the cart and we headed back to the earring section from before. Don Dijot sold clothes and other wares, so we went to take a look.
ねえねえオーロ、これ可愛くない？
Yeah,
かわわ。でもこっちももっと可愛くない？
yeah.
かわたん。あー、なんだよ、こっちはもっと可愛いかよ。最初から合わせ直さなきゃ。
Long!
びっくりした。
We already bought the earrings. Let's head back.
何言いやがってんの。ここからでしょ。ピアスが決まったからそれに合う服を揃えるの。いやー、ピアス代が浮いたからその分も服に突っ込めて助かるわ。あ、髪の色から変えよっかな。ブリーチもっと強めにした方が。両辱芸で初両辱された女の子みたいな目をしている。
That soulless, faded-out look is called empty eyes. It was a popular trope back in the day, but it's pretty lame now and mostly used for brainwashing scenes. I feel ridiculously violated right now though.
なんで
Because you're picking out underwear. She'd walk back and forth from the clothing racks, then hold up a variety of undergarments to her body and ask, "How does this look?" for a while now. Even though there were tons of customers around, Rena forced me to tag along, and I had to wait for her to try everything on. There were bras and panties as far as the eye could see. This is too much. It's really hard on me to be here.
でもあと5時間くらいかかるよ
Thanks for your hard work carrying bags. I'm going home. I could just barely carry them all by myself, but I did it anyway.
冗談さすがに5時間はないってもうオッケー他行こっか
We ultimately only bought cup noodles and nonchalantly headed outside. Are you sure? You tried on so much too.
今日は買う気ないんだよねただ今日はオーロが何分までなら待たせても切れないか見て次荷物持ってもらう時の参考にしようかなーと
You were testing me?
あれすっげえ怖い顔ここなの
Elena was smirking. Well, it's fine if it means you've opened up to me. We headed to another shop. I do think you're a good person, but you really know how to screw with a guy's head.
そうかな
Yeah. She could be a little irritating at times, but I didn't mind it as long as she didn't nag.
じゃあ次はどこ行こっかオーロの行きたいとこに付き合うよ
Hmm.
今日はオーロの日だもんね
She suddenly carried the other half of my shopping bags. For a moment, I wondered why. Yes, I was paying her to help me, but... You're in kind of a good mood today, aren't you?
かもね
She was smiling. What was it? As I wondered that.
実はねこれ初めてなの
First what?
お休みに男と二人で出歩くって初めてデート童貞卒業しました
For real? I could tell from our regular interactions that she didn't have a boyfriend, but that apparently extended into the past as well. Rena, were you unpopular?
失礼かよ別に誘ってくる男子は多かったよただ女の友達多いからどうしても複数になっただけ
Ah. Made sense. Knowing Rena, her lady friends probably jumped at the chance of going out together so long as it wasn't a random offshoot excursion like today. So you're saying I stole your dating virginity because everyone in the dorm thinks I'm some wild animal?
そうなるね今日別に何人かお誘いあったもんピアスに釣られてオーロにしたけど
I knew I could depend on you, black card. And your thoughts on losing your virginity?
まあまあかなちょっと手荷物が多すぎるけど
Not much of a date then, huh? We were both hauling around massive shopping bags.
でも楽しいは楽しいよ男が女の子にアクセサリーを送るいいデートの条件だもんね
That's so. She really was a troublesome woman. Not that I disliked her for it though. Was it really okay for you to tag along with me today?
Eh?
I bet you would have been better off hanging out with your friends instead. Wouldn't getting yourself a boyfriend be even better? I voiced a common line of reasoning for whatever reason. That should be preferable than getting dragged around to buy some earrings. Or so I thought.
彼氏はまだいいかな
She candidly replied.
今は友達と遊ぶ方がいいわ恋愛とかよりめんどくさそうだし
I see.
だから今日はオーロ友達と遊ぶプラスピアスでオーロ一択だって
Now I understood. If she went with me, she'd get the earrings and to hang out with a friend. Friends, huh? Reina didn't want to get sunburned, so we called it a day. We grabbed some gyudon for lunch, then headed back. You used too much ginger.
いいじゃん、ただなんだから。
It being free is not much of a reason.
牛丼は肉、玉ねぎ、生姜が1対1対1がベスト。これは譲れない。
Doesn't it drown out the meat's flavor to eat it like that?
300円の牛丼の肉の味が死んで何を惜しむのさ。
Well, good point. And then?
牛丼
Sylvie, Elson, and Mina-chan too.
皆様でしょ。
Sorry.
ウィスどうったん急に。
遊びに来たの。
はあ、階段を希望されていた某国の書記官殿に言い訳するのが大変だった。
Unusually enough, Sylvie came to the dorm.
お姫様だ。お姫様です先輩。
はあ、実物はほんと綺麗だね。
すごいですよ。もう存在感がすっごいです。シルビア様よ。
Our classmates looked visibly freaked out. This is worse than what it's like in class.
クラスの子はオーラが来る前に散々やったもん、このテンション。
How about that?
それにしても麗しきシルビア様がどうしてこんな野獣を。美女と野獣的な。あれ、あっちは野獣が王子なんだっけ。
Everyone was causing quite a fuss, but Sylvie paid them no mind.
はあ、ここがオーラの部屋なのね。
Yeah.
キラキラキラ、期待の視線。
Want to come in?
入る価値ございませんわ、お姉様。以前に見ておりますが、不潔で何もないつまらない部屋です。
Hey! I didn't really want Sylvie to come in, but it certainly bothered me that Mina-chan had referred to it as being unsanitary.
そうね、ミナも一度入っているのよね。私、誰かの私室に入ったことがあまりないの。あるとしても、お姉様や妹たちばかり。男性の私室は初めてだわ。というわけで、改めて、キラキラキラ。
Gah! Those desperate-looking eyes were just too adorable for words. Fine, I guess, but try not to touch anything, I'm begging you.